Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear viewers, today we will discuss wind tunnel test, that means wind load simulation in robot structural analysis. Along with that, we will discuss about wind profile. So let's start. Why wind tunnel tests are done? Wind tunnel tests are used to predict the wind loads and responses of a structure, structural components and cladding to a variety of wind conditions. Necessity of wind tunnel test. Before introducing wind load simulation in computer programs, it was said that high-rise buildings are more susceptible to wind loads due to their excessive height. To ensure a properly designed building, wind loading standards are serving as primary design tool at early design stage. In the absence of more sophisticated testing methods such as wind tunnel tests in virtual, it is called computational fluid dynamic CFD simulation. Advantage over analytical method. The analytical methods are suitable for capturing against wind load effects for low-rise and mid-rise buildings with standard shapes, surroundings and response characteristics, and in these cases are relatively easy to implement. However, for buildings that fall outside these parameters, it can be difficult to apply either analytical method, and the results can vary considerably from reality. This is because the equations, tables and figures used by each method were derived from test results for simple rectangular building shapes and represent the upper envelope of values for those tests. Wind load simulation programs. There are some wind load simulation programs available now. Among these, Autodesk RSA is very useful for structural engineers. The robot structural analysis wind simulation tool has been developed to provide building designers with quick and easy access to wind tunnel simulation, providing insight into airflow behavior and estimates of design loads resulting from wind. Wind load profile. Now we will simulate wind load analysis in Autodesk RSA, customizing wind load profile by wind velocity factor or pressure coefficient following ASCE 716 code. I will show how to save user-defined wind profile, then edit that profile and use that edited profile for new wind load simulation. So let's start. Now let's see how to use the wind profile in robot structural analysis to simulate the wind. So let's open the program. We will use this model which we have completed in previous tutorial. If you want to see how to create this model, you can check that tutorial. Now here we will generate wind loading. Go to loads, wind load simulation, generate wind load. First we will create wind profile, then we will provide these values. Here before I have made some edit like this. Here graphically you can edit the values in different heights, or you can reset to uniform pressure. We will provide the velocity factor as per ASCE 716 code. So to do that one, we have to save this wind profile. Write a name, wind for exposure C. Okay, here we can make some edit. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 5, 6, 7, then 8. From here we can edit in this way, but we can edit more precisely using CSV file. That one I will show now. Now this one you can click on save, close this one. Now we will go to the C drive where the CSV file saved. User, app data, roaming, Autodesk 2021 CFG user. Here wind profiles are saved. Before saving this one, there was no folder named wind profiles. After saving this profile, automatically this folder created and this CSV file saved. Now we will edit this CSV file. So how to do that one? We cannot open it directly and edit. Open Excel file. From here go to data. From text go to that folder, user, my name, app data, roaming, Autodesk 2021, this one, import. Here keep same as it is, go to next. As these files are separated by comma, so I will choose this one, unmark this one, go to next, then finish, click on OK. Here we can see the velocity factor and this is the height. Now we will calculate our velocity factor as per ASCE 710 or 716. This is the KZ or velocity factor calculation sheet. And this is the chart of velocity, pressure, exposure coefficients. I have calculated this pressure coefficient using the formula. There is the reference formula, and in different height the pressure coefficients will be different. Here the height, structure height above ground in feet, here structure height above ground in meter. In ASCE chart, this is up to 152.4 meter level, in feet it is 500 feet. Here I have calculated up to 1200 feet. I will consider exposure category C. To choose exposure category, you can see this exposure categories B, C, D, and this is depending on surface roughness categories B, C, D. Okay. Now here we will copy this one, then here paste like this, then go to here, we can go to height, from here to copy this one. Before pasting, this is the maximum height shown in robot structural analysis for this structure. This is the maximum height. This one 512.8 we will keep at the last. So paste like this, and here last one 512.8. Here you can check how much it is coming for 512. For example, if I provide 512.8 meter, it will change 2.293. So here I'll provide that one 2.293. Now this one we will save as. Go to that folder, user, profile. Here we will save as CSV file, this one. Same, select this one, save, yes. Now close this file. Now we will go to loads, wind load simulation, generate wind loads. We will go for all direction. Velocity we will provide 45 meter per second. You can provide as per your regional wind speed. Wind exposure, that means the exposure will be affected by wind. we will select the claddings, edit, select object cladding any. Okay, now copy this one, selected elements, paste here. Okay, openings in panels closed for the wind flow. If there is any opening, that will be closed if you click on this. Now load generation, generate loads when loads deviation factor is less than 0.5%. This percentage, if you provide less, then more accurate result will be generated, but in that case more time required. For example, if I make it 5%, then here wind load generation will take less time but will provide less accurate pressure. So we will keep same as it is, 0.5% to get more accurate result. Now go to wind profile. We will get the list wind C, that one. Now you can see the Excel sheet or CSV file we have edited, that values are coming here. Okay, now using this velocity factor we can generate wind load for this structure. Now click on start. This one is started. Here we can see factor 0.85 to 2.29. Here convergence process, when it will show below 0.5%, then the load generation will start. So now this is done, wind load generation done. Here this color showing minus 7.66 kPa and this color showing positive 7.66 kPa. Positive values means wind pressure toward the surface and negative value means the suction pressure to the surface. You can see the load values also. Okay, now we will close this one. We can select the load case, then we can see from here. If we want to remove this symbol from this view, we can go to display, load, here load symbol. We can unmark all the load symbol and we can mark the pressure map we want to see. Click on apply. Okay, now we can see pressure map clearly without the loading symbol. So in this way we can generate wind load by wind load simulation in robot structural analysis. So you may ask that how much this one accurate. To verify that one, you can read this document, Autodesk Robot Structural Analysis Professional Wind Simulator Validation Brief. Here is the conclusion, and here you will see the robot structural analysis wind simulation perform rapid early phase trade studies, support code-based calculations for complex geometrics and terrain, optimize physical wind tunnel testing. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more upcoming tutorials.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.